In addition to creating shapes, when you select a chart, the term shapes is also used in a different way. In the Format tab, we see the choice Shape Styles, and in a previous movie we talked about how to use these. So within a chart itself, as we click, for example, a legend, we can make some changes here. In an earlier movie, we did make some color changes, for example, to a legend here. Maybe I'll just change the background color of that legend to be green, like that, and move it to the right a bit. Because as we use some of these choices here, they do fold downward and overlap, in this case, our chart. So I moved it to the right. We also got some other possibilities here under Shape Effects. Now remember, this applies to different elements within a chart that you've selected ahead of time. So possibly we'll use some of these options here. Again, notice how the choices fall over the chart. So I'm going to, again, escape here. And this time I'm going to move the chart downward, maybe even to the left this time, and move the other chart out of the way so that as we work with some of these options, our choices don't overlap all the chart. So selecting the legend again in the chart and simply working with that shape for the moment. Shape Effects, Preset. We've got some choices here. Now making some of these, that makes the legend look as if it's elevated. Maybe it's like sitting on a pedestal or a platform. That's an option. We can do that with our titles as well. Some of these choices are available for some objects, but not others. Possibly bevel is another choice here. Now, some people would probably be saying, wow, do we really need all this? And I think the answer for some of us is going to be, no, we don't really. But again, it gives us the opportunity to make changes, visual changes that sometimes enhance the appearance of a chart. Keep in mind, we also have choices here that we can use for main titles here. There's another section here. That title doesn't stand out that prominently, so we could start simply by changing, as we did in a previous movie, the background color, maybe something like that. We can also make font changes there. Let's go back to effects again. Possibly we'll put glow here. Now look at all the glow options. This is like a shadow on the perimeter and various thicknesses here in different colors. With a green background, some of these colors are not showing up so well, but you can begin to see how these could possibly be used as well too. So perhaps overkill, perhaps not. The same kinds of features can be applied to any shapes that we might have added. So if, for example, as we saw in previous movies, if you added an arrow, maybe connecting, for example, a particular entry here, we want to connect the 300 with that column over there. Remember, we could also begin by adjusting this. We can also change the shape effects. Now, this is a line, so we'll have different choices here, but do you ever think that a line might have a shadow? And you can see in the background what's happening. It's fairly subtle for some of these choices. Not major ones here, but nevertheless, you've got some options there. And coming back again to shape effects, the line is still selected. We could add a glow to the line, and that's certainly more obvious than what we saw previously, but you can see what's happening there too. And also reflection. Possibly you can use reflection on some of these. I don't think this is a good choice here, but with certain objects, that's going to work as well too. And keep in mind too, if you've added other shapes, here's a box. Maybe I'll just put it out here for the moment. Maybe you want to say something like, good job, Bill. Bill's the sales manager. Something like that. You can resize the box, move it around, possibly leave it here, make it overlap this if you wish. And there too, who's going to stop you? How about shape effects? And we get to some other choices here, another use of glow and so on. So not features that everybody needs, but things that add a little bit of flair, a little bit of pizzazz to a chart. All these are available by once an object is selected, either an object within a chart. We go to the Format tab and make some of the choices we saw available here under Shape Effects.